And you know, we got 150% passion, 100% business, and 100% creativity, right? So, $5 right here. They have bottles for sale, $120 for the bottle, but they also have a drink available on sale. The yellow glass, cookies, crunch crab, as well as a sample. We also have Anisha Beach associates. They're doing some braiding. They're going to teach you how to. They're going to teach you all how to do, Anisha's going to teach you all how to do braiding. Let me go back to Anisha here. Sorry, braiding on a costume. You see why it is important to be clear when it comes to creative entrepreneurs. Anisha, tell us a little bit about what you want to show people.
Okay, so what I want to show you is just give you a taste of what we do, and we'll just show you how to apply braid, or some people call it trimming. To show you how to apply braid to the small piece of foam. So you get a feel of what it's like to build that master. And so then we have tiny, tiny pieces like this. And we have to apply about 20 to 1 costume, fully braided. So you get an idea of how long it takes just to do 1 costume.
Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. So you can check out Anisha in a little bit. Nice. People who stay downstairs and talk to her, yeah. How are you doing? How you doing? Awesome. Yeah, she's fine. How are you doing? How are you listening? Alright, how are you doing? How are you taking your time? Alright, nice. Thanks so much for coming. How are you doing? How are you listening? Alright, and how are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, thank you. Nice. So thank you guys for coming. You can sign your passion right here. Take a post-it. Write your passion on one word. It could be events, love, family, anything. And stick it onto the board. We also have a signboard in front. So you can go ahead and sign your name around the hall. And you can also check out the display boards that you can create process and creative juice, creative entrepreneurs expo. This event is the first of its kind. It's definitely going to continue. A major part of the project was to create something that has continuity, and I feel like this is the one, right? You all believe that this is the one? Yeah. Yeah? How many people are on board for next year? Right? We feeling it? We getting vibes? Good? Let's see if people looking for the stage. Were you all with us out? Yeah. You're sure? Yeah. Nice. Good. It's all about the creative juice, creative entrepreneurs expo. Right now, we're going to take a stage side with the Inspired Theatre Company, who's going to give us a nice
But he was swept away by his love.
Jubilee Foundation, right? The Jubilee Foundation is all about team building, business development, just lending support and advice. They are coming here to shake things up, literally. You're going to have to get off your seat, get right in front here, exhibitors, create. We have a full engagement with them here. How are you doing? How are you feeling?
Nice to see that.
Right, so okay, so we have the pencils, some drink, you can get a free sample, and check out the link in the channel, we have a couple more things in store. We are bringing up the Jubilee Foundation for the shake things up, especially for the exhibitors. They're going to give us some insight on business development. So we all want to join together to front a little bit and take in the Jubilee Foundation. Yeah. Nice. So, DJ, we're going to focus something from your top and you're going to walk it out and welcome.
I just have plenty tall people doing it. You just start off with short ones and you graduate.
And engage us in a wonderful activity. Right? Everybody just come outside. Alright, keep gearing up yours. All the people on the outside, come inside, step inside. The Jubilee Foundation sent out some paper, they're going to engage us, passion fuels the process. It's all about creativity. It's a celebration of art, culture, business, and love. Alright, I'm going to pass you all on to the Jubilee Foundation.
Let's move this. Alright, good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon everybody. I'm just checking to see if there are people in the room, right? Alright, so I know you all had a long day, I know you had a good day. Good day? Great day? Or you could, nah man, only something like that, a great day. Let's check in. So, I want to just introduce who I am, where I'm from, what I'm here to do, and all I ask for you all to do is do one thing for me. Can you all do one thing for me? Just be open-minded. Yeah? Somebody watching me like, nah, partner. At 5 o'clock, my open mind is gone. Right? So all I'm asking you all to do is to be open-minded. So first thing first, my name is Ken, right? I'm part of a three-man team. The three-man team is Ken, Karina, and Christian, right? What we do is we make up the Jubilee Foundation, and what we're about is about making persons understand why they are in business and to help them transition from point A to point B. Very simple. I'm trying to use very simple language here because sometimes when we try to explain what we do, people are still confused about it a little bit until they actually see what's happening. So, we are from Jubilee Foundation, and I said we're about building relationships, and we're here to help persons, entrepreneurs mainly, move from what stage you are right now into the next step, right? But that doesn't mean that you're not progressing in your own development as an entrepreneur, but sometimes you may not be hitting the mark. So, we offer that consultancy service, right? So to get a little bit into it, I think everybody has a piece of paper right now. So let me see, all those who have a piece of paper, raise your hand. Right, I see one person back there, like a little one paper. Alright? Alright, good. So what I would like you all to do with your pieces of paper is simply just allow me, right? Be open-minded. Understand what I'll share everything about what we're doing later on. But for now, find persons who are of the same color as the piece of paper you have in your hand. All you have on paper? I just asked all you have paper. All you was like, yeah, we have paper. I don't want paper. Alright? Alright, so we're looking for the rest of the paper. Where's the rest of the paper? Somebody more than paper. Who's still in paper? Pop your hand. Alright, to the whole front row. You don't have to pay for the paper. Alright. So all I want you all to do when you get your piece of paper, right, is to simply find other persons who have the same color as you, right? Now what I want you to do though, is I want you to stand at either a corner of the room with your colored paper group. So if you're blue, you can come here, if you're yellow, so if you're another color, so much over, right? I'm only giving you all about 30 seconds to do this. So let me go. 30, 29, 28, 27, I'm going to go slower, 26, 25, what is coming after 25? 24, 23, 22, I want to see some distinct groups by the end of the next 15 seconds, 15, 14, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, still have people in the back there, 3, 2, and anybody else? 1. Alright, good, 0. So I just clearly seen, so what color are y'all? Yellow, okay, so this group yellow, y'all are? What? Y'all are what? Y'all are something. Y'all are blue. And y'all are? Alright, cool. So, what I want you all to do is that you realize I asked you all to get in the groups based on your color, right? And now you are in this group, you're in this group, and this group. Now, I'm going to make a statement. All I want you to do, right, is to listen to the statement and then I'll tell you the instructions after. But turn around in your group and look and see who are the persons that have the same color as you. You've met them today, right? You've met them today? Alright, if you didn't meet somebody today, just introduce who you are to them. Quick. So my name is whatever, they might be there. Let's introduce you quickly. Faster than that, people. Alright, introduce yourself to somebody. Today is about networking. Come on. I didn't ask you to get on. No, don't get on the business card. I say introduce yourself. Don't get on the business card. Let's introduce who you are. Alright. Now, next set of instructions. I like all in all. They could take instructions well. I feel it's like moving to the left. Or they didn't move. Okay. I was just checking. So, instructions are, I'm going to make a statement. I want you to simply go to the side of the room that you think either you agree with the statement or you disagree with the statement. This side will be what? Agree with the statement. So then therefore this side will be what? Alright, good. So here's the statement. As entrepreneurs, as business owners, what do you think Do you think making a profit is more important than building relationships? Yes, I agree. Making a profit is most important. Move to the left. No, I disagree. I think building relationships is more important. Stay on this side. I give you a few seconds. And if you don't know, stand in the middle here and hold your head. No, just stand in the middle. Do not hold your head. Just stand in the middle. Alright, so all I'm doing is this, right? I'm checking. Is there anybody on this side of the room that believes that making a profit is more important? Children? No, you just sitting down there. Alright. All the person on this side, you all saying that you all agree, right? Disagree with the statement. So you all are saying that relationships are more important than making a profit. Yes? And anybody else in the middle with her? Or you just drinking your drink and posing? Or posing? Right. So you have one lady here in the middle. Anybody else with her? Who's not sure? All of y'all are sure, right? Alright. What I would like now, can anybody tell me why are you on that side? Because people come across her? Why are you on this side?
Personally, like I sell stuff at school, and a lot of the times people will come up to me and they'll be like, just because it's Felix, I will buy it. And well, that proves that is the relationship that I had with the person, why they would come to me.
Alright. Anybody else wants to say? He said basically people trust his name. So they'll say, he's selling it, I want it. They know what he's selling, but they're just buying it.
Good afternoon. I believe we are in business for ourselves and not by ourselves. And we need customers to build a relation in order to do new business and get business. If you just focus on just making a profit, sometimes it disconnects you from the customer. And sometimes in this era, in this time, we need to build more relationship with people to extend our product.
Alright, give them a round of applause. Alright? So let me ask you a question. Do you have an answer as to why you're there? Or you're just not sure at all?
I just think they go hand in hand. You know, yes, you build relationships, but you need to keep in mind that you are in business to support yourself and your family as well. So I can't really lean on one side, kind of a balance of these.
So she says not that she's confused, but she believes that there's a balance in both. Okay? So I'm going to give you the next statement now, because people watching me like, who right and who wrong? It's not a right and a wrong here, right? Next question. Point the next statement. What do you think is most important? Product, brand, or the product? The quality of the product, sorry. So is the quality of the product more important on this side, or is it the brand itself? Anybody not sure? Is a mix in the middle? If it's a mix, come in the middle. Yeah, you can sit here. I ain't that wicked, man. That's slightly wicked, I ain't that wicked. So far I have 3 persons, three and a half, 4? 4, alright, good. 3 persons on this side, 5 here, and rest all here. Huh? So this is the quality of the product. That's the product name and brand over there. And you're not showing the middle, or you mix a both. Alright. So who going to represent the big side now? Because partner going across, huh? So who wants to say, why are you standing on this side? Why aren't you there? Or if you already didn't know, somebody had to answer. Why did you make the decision to be on this side of the room? Now people started migrating. Call customs please, suddenly. Anybody else want to move before I ask the question again? Alright, so then I'll leave you all for last. So on this side, why are you all on this side? I feel you just switch to where the mic now.
The reason why I'm on this side is because yesterday I had a real world example of why building a brand is sometimes not necessarily better than having a good product, but it's something that you should really focus on. It's because yesterday I went Liberation Day and it had a lot of people selling snow cones. It had this one place that was selling snow cone, but their snow cone was different from the rest. It just like really, you see the snow cone, it's in like a nice cup, it has fancy straws and everything. And I tasted it, and I tasted a normal snow cone, and I would have quicker buy the one with the fancy straws and thing, and that didn't taste as good as the one from the regular cup. So I would say that focusing on, what's this again? Your brand is better than the product.
Anybody else on that side want to?
What I would say, looking at branding, I've looked at KFC, Subway, a few other Lever Brothers. What they do, they register their brand and they also trademark it. And I've asked myself, why would somebody register a trademark? You're selling 1 million products. Because I believe that the trademark is very important. It distinguishes you from somebody else, and you could have a good product. Some people might agree they might make a better hamburger than Burger King. But how many are we really making burger? Burger King might be making the best burger, but they could sell 1,000 times based on the brand, which is Burger King.
That's a good point. That's a good point. How many of you have ever bought a brand before you didn't like the product? You just buy it because it's a brand name. I'm guilty of that, I just shared, right? So alright, somebody on this side now, tell me. Why are you all on this side? I come to all in now. Alright, thank you.
Owning a business for myself, I think the most important thing for me is quality, because, and I do accept that branding is important, but if you have an excellent brand, at least for me, I don't want people to see an excellent Instagram page and an excellent logo, and then they buy a piece of jewelry and they reach home with it and it fall apart.
So for you, the product quality is more important than just the name itself, right? Because you want person when they get home, they feel like it's money well spent. Okay. Let me hear. Pastor.
In the creative industry, it's different from a tangible product in that there are a lot of, well, for mass especially, there are a lot of talented people out there, quality products, but nobody knows about them. And there are a lot of big name brands, poor quality. There must be a balance, because as soon as you get out there, you want to put your name out there, there will be 1 million mass brands, but if you have a great quality product, you want to stamp that brand one time so that everybody will know immediately this is the person with the quality product.
I agree with her. When you look at entertainment in particular, and you look at artists like Britney Spears, who doesn't have the best voice, but her marketing team is excellent, right? And she has 1 million of followers, she sells millions of albums. Why? It is clearly not because of the quality of her talent. It is clearly because of the quality of her branding, right? So I would say, while me personally, I would try to always emphasize product, because I'm in the creative industry and the cultural industry. I do believe that branding is very important. That is the thing that will get you noticed first, will for people to even want to buy a product. And like I say, if you know to yourself, because you have to know your product, and you know, okay, I sell in these chairs and I know they're not as sturdy as this company here, I have to make sure and market the hell out of that chair. So people to even say, because we brainwash people, that's what marketing is. You brainwash people into believing that you have something worth buying. So whether or not it's a good chair or a bad chair, if you brainwash people to think that it's a good chair, they will be like, oh God, yes, this chair. I love this chair. It might be a little shaky, but I'm going to do it tomorrow and buy 2 more. Yeah, so marketing and branding, partner, are really important.
Alright, just to look at it differently, I stood, or well, sat to the center because it's a matter of the both. Because for those who provide service or provide a product, you would start off thinking about the product and service. However, in order for you to evolve, you definitely need to think about doing surveys, think about asking your potential clients and your current clients about your product or service. So therefore, it is a matter of understanding the product and also being able to evolve. And questionnaires and all those sorts of things that you want to evaluate is very important. So you really stick in the center.
Alright, good. And I mean, a great point. So it means to me that you all are heavily invested in your business, one, right? It also means that you're very creative about the thinking. And it also says something to me personally, right? It means to say that you all have a greater understanding of what your values are in your business. What is more important than somebody else, right? And you have to understand this. In your own business, your value system is what guides the decisions that you make. Look at the paper that you have in your hand now. Look at the person next to you. You started off in a group with what I could say was just color-coded. Let's just say that's your value system. But when it comes to decision making, you are now in a group with different persons representing different businesses, but the same value. So 1 year, 1 year, and 1 year. And you'll find that in your life, when you're going through for your business and your entrepreneurship, everything that you do starts from your value system. And I'm talking about your value system as a business owner, right? As an entity separate from the person that you are. So when we talk about what Jubilee Foundation does, we work with that system. That's the system we're working with. So we try to make it very true to you, right? So even if you start off one way, when you make decisions, you might end up going to a different side. So that's the point I was trying to make. Now I want to go to another point. So when we speak about your passion, your value system, we're already speaking about the why. Why are you in business? You're in business to make money. You're in business to help people. You're in business to provide a service that nobody else does. You're in business to provide space between a gap in our industry. You are in business to be innovative, to be creative. Why are you in business? Because when we start off talking about business, like today, you're allowed to have your booths, and somebody come to you. So tell me about your business now. But we just sell chairs, and my partner said. You start to talk about the what, the product. But the product is not, I wouldn't now understand what I'm saying, eh? It's a product of a category. So let me say chair, other people are selling chairs too. People are selling burgers. What makes yours different? And people need to understand why you are in business, not the what. Alright? So take that point with you as you leave today. But the second part of this whole thing is this. Base, you have your paper in hand, you don't need it anymore. What I want you all to do is this group, and this group, you're working as one group now. And what I want you to do is this. Based on either, I would prefer if you all to go around the tables, right, as you go. I want you to simply do this for me. I'm timing you all. I'm going to ask you all to line up. You know in primary school, is ask children to line up. Or you will tell the mic man to be quiet. The mic man is supposed to hype up the scene. Close the door. Tell them be quiet. Alright, so what I want you all to do is this. I'm counting the amount of seconds it take you all to line up. And I want you to just line up in a certain order for me, right? So if you start from that TV screen there somewhere there, and just stand around the tables, come back this way, here's what I want you to line up in. Line up in the order of your shoe size. If you have the smallest foot, you line up there. If you have the biggest foot, you line up there. And so you're just doing it. I counted the seconds. Shut up. When you are finished, I want you to shout out self-made. As a group, when you are finished, you are shouting out self-made. Remember shortest foot size, smallest foot size here? Ooh, that's the biggest foot there?
No, you have 12
and further? Partner, what are you? What are you? What are you? You're not finished, so this is the wall. You're supposed to shout out what? Are you all finished? Alright. I'm going down, right? So, fellas, just shift down a little bit so. Make it one line. Come down if you have to. Shuffle long, shuffle long, shuffle long. No. We go again. 3, 4. Some of them and saying like oh, they're really and why people still moving? Alright, so now you all are basically finished, yes? Can you please shout out the catchphrase? 3, 4. Right, take pride in that, that's what you all are. You're entrepreneurs, you're self-made. So I'm just checking. Can I ask what's the size of your foot, miss? 7. 7.5. 8.
Second row. Second right.
9, 10, 12. We said we were also. 14, right? Okay. Now, I'm ask you another question, right? How long do you think it took to just line up? So you will have minutes, so I need to be generous. 3 minutes? 2 minutes? Just on, notice how people speak, eh? Just under 4 minutes. What does that mean? 3 minutes, 1 second? Alright. Anybody else? Was anybody timing it? So I can tell only any number right now, I believe, huh? 2.5 minutes? You took 2 minutes and 23 seconds. No, that isn't the clock for? Alright. What if I ask you to line up again with a different form? Do you think you'll get faster? Or it'll be worse? Just humor me. All I asked you all to do was to be what? Open-minded. So, line up again. In alphabetical order by your first name. So, if your name begins with A, like Adam, go down there. If your name begins Z as in Zara or Zion, go down so. First name. If you want last name, you can take people's contact number and call them later. I only want your first name. This is not dating. It's not speed dating. This is just first name. When you are finished, you're shouting out something. No, get us say something. No, you shout out self-made. The timer is running. Space out yourself. Make people feel included, please. Show them that you had on deodorant today. Close, right? Okay. Are you all finished? So you're supposed to say what? Alright. So I'm verifying because sometimes in business people don't always tell the truth. So let me hear your first name, miss.
Anisha.
Atiba.
Colette.
Christian. Colette and Christian. How you spell Colette? Now see you. And where's Christian? Wait. Big man. When you was in school, right? I'll ask him, because he did not pattern. When you was in school, when you do alphabetical order, right? If your name was Adam and my name was Adam, how does know who going before who? If both of our names were Adam, how will we know who going first? You go by your last name, right? So in this case, if both of them, if people first letter, yes? So we're going again. You know, I don't want enough for them to switch and then no switching. So what is it? Christian. Colette. Dikima.
Destiny.
Yeah. Israel.
Janine.
Kevin. KEF? Good. Swala?
KEF, I am.
And you are? KEB? You just coming for it? Switch now, switch.
Lemuel.
What?
Lemuel.
Lemuel.
Sarah, Michaela.
Michael.
Moriba. Oba.
Onilaja.
I can't.
Richard. Rondell. Yeah.
Samantha.
Yes.
Shimon.
Solomon.
Tamara. Tammy. Okay, good. Right. How long did y'all take? Alright, I'll ask an easier question. Do you think it took longer or shorter? Shorter. And your time is actually 56 seconds. So you shaved a minute and 17 seconds off the last activity. What does that tell me? Huh? Teamwork? Communication? I like all I know, just throwing out words. Abacus, jump, whatever. Because you know what? Because you knew you would be in time what? Oh, so she said because she knew you would be in time, you'll move faster. All of you agree with that? I like all you know, all their faces telling me one thing. Right? What I want to say is this, right? So I'm asking you all one question before I say something. Why did I do this with you all? Isaiah, right? Israel, right? No, don't try to think what I want to say. You just tell me what you think I meant. Yeah. It'll be hard at first time to take a long look that the second time. What we did here was it was hard the first time, the second time, you can take it better. So he's saying that when you do something for the first time, it's a lot harder. The second time, it's a little easier for you. And yes, and do you know why that is? It's because you have just figured out a way, right, to make the process work faster for you. Think about it as a business owner. You now have to understand the how. We're speaking about the why, the value system. Now we're speaking about the how. How do I get my business to move from point A to point B? And you have to sometimes go through a little tedious exercise like this, right? To understand that it takes longer the first time, but the second time, you're not going to make the same mistakes, right? It's all a learning process. So the point I'm making is this. I am saying this to you all, right? I'm proud of you. I don't know if anybody told you all that for the day, but I'm proud of you all. Because it's nice to come to a space and to see people who are ready to go to the next level, to go to the next step. And I'm proud to see persons like that. And the great thing about it is that you see people from young to older. I say not like I'm older, but I just say it's nice to see different walks of life trying to make something of their life and try to fill a gap, see an opportunity and take advantage of it. And you're all here for a specific reason, and I just want to say thank you all for being here, because you made every single person's lives here that much better. Every time you interact with somebody, you are sparking something in them. You are assisting them in building their own business. They're learning from you. They're learning from where you all are at versus where they are at, right? And that's important in business, because here's what. The last point I'm making is this. You all have to work together as a team. Are you all in the same industry? No. Do you all have the same business? Same business idea? All 20-something, all it? No. And what am I saying? When you own a business, you have to interact with all of these persons, inside and outside the industry, and persons who have nothing to do with your business or your initial business as you go along. You know why? Because you can still learn something. It's about that building relationships, and it's about understanding how does that affect your value system and decisions that you make. And lastly, the processes. The what, you already know. What do you all sell? What are you all promoting? You already have that answer already. The how is a little tricky, but the how is tied back to your why. So what I'm saying is, that's what I came to this present today for you all, something to think about. And that's what Jubilee Foundation is about, helping people understand and distill what does that really mean for you. Yeah? Thank you all very much. Well, I'm going to pack up. I still want to see what you all are doing.
My mom, I want to thank media, I want to thank Josephic Arts, I want to thank all my mentors, Brandon Brathwaite and everyone. Let me get some background music, please. So, thank you all for coming out. It's all about passion and just sticking at your goal, sticking at your talent, sticking at your skill. So my last piece of advice to everybody here, and the last message that I want you all to carry home, is to just always be passionate. Insert passion in whatever you do, and let passion fuel your process. Get it? Good. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the process. It's all good. Right? So Destiny Walcott, shout out to Wild Ants Pixography, Keith Austin, the Creative Agency, OBD, Out the Box Designs. Thank you so much for coming out and showing me love. Thank you to Rondell Zonowa. Thank you to Samantha Voodoo. Right? Thank you to Janine Brong, Fashion Evolution. Thank you to right? So the thank yous are endless because in life we need each other, and as creative entrepreneurs we need to network and we need to build relationships. So talk to any one of the creative entrepreneurs. This is your time to network and to interact with each other. Out the Box Design may have something that Artspire need. Artspire is gonna have something that Destiny Walkers have, and we just want the business to flow. So thank you guys so much. I want to thank J Mac, the designs, Geraldine and her mommy for our lovely curtain decor. She really captured the essence of the theme. I want to thank the UServe group, who are the You Can Create program. I also want to thank Brandon Brathwaite, Keegan Miguel, other mentors such as Arthur Alexander and Latoya Birmingham. I want to thank my friends at the University of the West Indies, Brian, Romario. Thank you to Richard, thank you to Alicia, Kyle Hernandez, and everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming out. And remember, don't give up yourself and let passion fuel your process. Alright, this was the Creative Juice Creative Entrepreneur Expo. Thank you guys so much, and look out next year for sure. It's gonna be lit. DJ Lamagarel started song. Thank you guys so.
Hi, I'm Shadrach Royal, a student at the University of the West Indies, St. Augustine campus, the Department of Creative and Festival Arts. Today we are here at the Creative Juice Creative Entrepreneurs Expo. This expo stems from the project Youth Can Create, a project that falls under the Bachelor of Arts in Carnival Studies at the UWI. And this project really focuses on encouraging students to create a program whereby they use a skill or talent that they have and impart it onto a particular group or community. I chose to do festival and events management. I feel that is my stronghold, and I'm currently practicing it as an actual career. So the Youth Can Create program is about teaching festival and events management to, well, the group we had used for this initiative this year is the UServe group, and they would have been educated on events and festival management, by extension creative planning, through a series of workshops. But what's important to this program is the practical experience it provides. So out of the Youth Can Create program comes Creative Juice, a Creative Entrepreneur Expo, which is essential to the program because on the day of the expo, the group they don't only start from planning, but they also plan the event. They also manage the event on the day so that they get that real practical experience of managing an actual event. The creative entrepreneurs that exhibited here today were hand-selected from the San Fernando environs and within the Pleasantville community area. Some of them came from Port of Spain and East, but they're really within the San Fernando area. I felt like it was important for San Fernando, by extension Pleasantville, to really highlight and celebrate the persons who are practicing creatives within the area and showcase their talents and services. I've come up under a lot of practicing events managers. Some of them are Arthur Alexander, Brendan Brathwaite, and Keegan Miguel. And as such, I feel like I'm very much experienced within the field because these mentors are exceptional within events and creatives, the creative industry in Trinidad. So in 5 years, I can see myself really running a proper corporate events company, corporate creative events company that is solid in impacting the culture, the youth culture in Trinidad, and that really showcase much more events of this nature. I just want to thank Graduate Go Green Maintenance Services Limited. I want to thank Mr. Anthony Edwards of T's Tire Shop, who would have played an integral role in, showcasing this event or putting off this event. I want to thank my colleagues at the University of the West Indies, Romario, Carice, Alyssa, Jordana and Tia, Matthew, for supporting me. It had a lot of 2 a.m. nights, so I want to thank them. I also want to thank Josephic Arts. I want to thank all the exhibitors here today. I want to thank Buzz Concepts, managed under Brendan Brathwaite. I also want to thank persons who have just impacted on me, Arthur Alexander, Latoya Birmingham, and Nidra Williams. Thank you all a million.